is Josiah. Well, that's my real name. It's the Rogue Idealist, and we are here once again late at night painting. I don't expect anyone to be here. If you are here, probably can't sleep just like I can, but I'm not tired. I sipped my coffee too late, and I have much on my brain, so I must paint. I haven't done this in a while. I have been busy. Always busy. Doing my own kind of painting. I probably should have filmed what I've been doing, but painted this recently. Little Charizard. Charmander. No, Charizard. I know my Pokemon. It's Charizard. I know. Making sure you all know. But today we will be painting... What are we painting today? What am I in the mood to paint? Did I lose it already? Maybe I'm not painting it. I will be painting something from NGC Wave 2. Nilcia Night Echo. Nice little simple paint job. I'm not streaming very long. I just kind of trying to get back in the swing of it. It's when you take a bit of a break. I've been out of town and having my own private adventures. It's hard to kind of get back in the swing of things. Talking is definitely hard again. I forgot how how hard that is. Well, that's enough of this angle. Look at that. I've done some renovations. Kind of been painting all night, but I finally got the courage to push the go live button. I think my oak brown is almost depleted, which is what I'm using now. The thing I have upgraded is I have started using a dry palette. Not a dry palette, a dry I forget what it's called, but something that helps with your brushes compared to using my paint legs, which I used to use. Camera angle, all good. There we go. I can actually see what I'm painting. Can I get a bit closer? That's always the question. Alright, let's get going. I used a zenithal highlight on this one, and that would help with the highlights and all that stuff. But probably going back, I probably would have used a solid gray. I'm slowly transitioning from zenithal back to solid gray. I kind of go in waves. Some days I really like the zenithal, some days I'm just like, nah, let's build it up on my own. Just kind of depends on how I'm feeling, how lazy I am. Zenithal's fast, but sometimes it just doesn't get that effect I want. Especially since my airbrush is broken, it doesn't always look as good. It's not really broken. I dropped a screw bit down the sink, as is wont to happen. It's good. Why? It's good being. I was gonna say it's good being live after a while, but actually it was technically live a couple days ago by accident. My kids pushed the spacebar button and had me go live while I was actually filming something, making it the next paint tutorial video. So thankfully, it was already set up for filming, so it wasn't too bad. But I wasn't. People message me like, "There's no sound. It doesn't look like you're really streaming it." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to be." This is a nice, easy paint. What if I get a bit closer? Let's risk it all. There we go, that's a bit better. Yeah, the last video I made, the Three Eyes Brink video, really really took it out of me. My computer, my previous computer was on its twilight days for sure. It was expiring rapidly, and so it was just a slog to get through. But got a new computer. My friend finally was able to build me one, so should be doing this a lot more. Of course, as soon as that happened, I don't know. It's hard to get started once you stopped. You know, that's how it goes. I've been doing a lot of painting and all that, and Tears of the Kingdom has been occupying my free time for sure. But I'm ready to film it, put myself out there. This brush has seen better days. I probably should switch to a new one. And that was then down enough, because it looks like it's got a big old hairy beard. And that's not what I wanted. But it's fixable. Hopefully. Goes on top of its head right here too. Okay. Just doing my painting thing. Alright, let's see here. I might need some fresh block on the page. I know what the issue is. I painted the bottom part brown black instead of brown. What is a problem? Because you can't see its lower mouth. It looks like it just has a big beard. me see what color. Okay. I think it's got a grayish body. Where's another brush at? I'm not feeling this one. There we go. Nice and easy. A second layer of this brown. It was a little bit too thin for my liking. That's a pun. So we got painting a werewolf now. I feel like a lot of people I watch on Twitch have stopped doing it recently. I haven't seen really been watching anyone either. It's kind of it's the middle of summer. You kind of just everyone's just kind of tired. The heat and the busyness. It's just kind of like I'm done. I'm the same way. I'm just kind of like I'm done. Let's just base coat this for the black. For some nice looking silver. Yeah, this would have definitely been a better one just to go all black. But you live and learn. I still like going through and painting out the parts that I want to add metallics to later. It kind of helps me get familiar with the model. It just helps me find those details I want to bring out. Every person has their own process. I kind of figure it out as I go along. I'm like, oh yeah, let's do that. Maybe that won't destroy everything. Okay, so it looks like there's some beetle straps. So that should be a decent model to do with speed paint if you're just starting off as well. Or if you just don't have time. Probably should do like a little bit of brown mixed with black just to kind of blend through a bit more. Let's look at this mouth. I really need to make this mouth pop. Good evening, morning. I also can't sleep. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Just painting away. Getting back in the swing of streaming again after too long of a hiatus. Well, I hope sleep or inspiration finds you on your end. Whatever comes first. Always gotta pay attention to this focus. I unfortunately have work tomorrow, so I'll be sure I'll regret this tonight, but I'm just not tired. Spent all my life sleeping. I can be tired for work one day. If I didn't ever have to get up, I'd be up to 4 or 5 in the morning every night. My wife has to make me go to bed. She's like, you have to leave everything behind, and you just have to deal with your thoughts while you lay in the bed next to me, because I went to sleep. My wife has the ability to, like, her ideal situation would be to coma for like 4 years, just all that time sleeping. Not me. These little nooks and crannies. When you paint 3D models, you definitely just gotta take your time. Mine's kind of a mid-range, and I do the Photon 4K, I believe. It's a pretty good printer, but I mean, it's not like super detailed. So you don't want to cloud up any details if you don't need to. That's pretty good. Let's get some more of that red showing through. Doing a lot of work with cloth lately. I used to hate it starting off, but it is growing more and more fun. Thankfully, this is just a nighttime model I'm painting. This isn't for anyone or really for anything besides it was just in my pile of things to do. So I don't have to be too obsessive about it. Just kind of keep fresh, keep at it. Sometimes when I don't paint for a while, I come back and I paint like really, really well. I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually good at this. And other times I'm like, I'll just glob it on there and how do I do this? Kind of like in between one of those tonight. I'm kind of like have to be aware lest I just go. It's red skirt. Alright, I think it's like a cloth there. Do gray, but that's what the colors call for. I'll see how it looks. If not, I might go rogue. I use Army Painter just because they have so many colors. They're cheap, but I'm starting to grow beyond them. My nozzles are clogging up. I have no declogging thing here. I won't go to Citadel. I really want to invest in Pro Acryl and Vallejo. I've been really liking those paints lately, but Army Painter's not bad. Army Painter gets a bad rap, and I love Army Painter's metallics the best for sure. Like, I like it better even than Citadel or anyone else. They just got like a really good, strong coat and lots of easy, accessible. Clog things for paper clips, whatever it takes. Yeah, I usually have one lying around. I just move my desk and all my stuff in it, and I'm just. It's too late at night to get up and grab things, so. But yeah, I need like a little. I need a little handy box on my desk of just fixing things. Nothing worse is when you're like just a little bit and it all globs out, and you're like, well, I don't really need white paint anyways, so. Gray's okay. I'm not liking it, but doesn't really stand out. Maybe if I make the blacks darker than the wash. Yeah, Spire, I haven't had a chance to check out any of your streams in a while. I've just been it's just that time of year, you know, it's just the all that last minute stuff going on. I went on like I hung out with a bunch of my high school friends. We all went to Idaho, which sounds a lot more fun than it probably sounds in the initial, but I said Idaho. Did I say Iowa? Oh, my wife corrected me. Idaho, not Iowa. I went to Iowa, not Idaho. Never mind. I'm sorry. Sorry, whoever I offended. That was fun, but that did take a lot out of me. We all were trying to pretend like we're 20. We're almost 30. Like, we ain't got time for this. We went on a wood roller coaster and we all felt like we were in a car crash afterwards. I probably shouldn't have put my metallics on my wet palette. You youngins. I feel ancient, that's for sure. Yeah, if you're watching the stream to learn things, just don't follow what I'm doing tonight. Probably shouldn't put your metallics on a wet palette. It will disperse it, but we'll be fine. Life will go on. Might zoom out just a bit so I can keep you in frame. There we go. Now we're getting it. Airbrush metallics? Yeah, I haven't. Okay, so you put it in your wet palette too. I've heard it both online. Like, oh, don't whatever you do, don't do it. It's okay. I don't know. I had never had a problem with it. Sometimes when my palette's really wet because I haven't changed in a while, it does cause problems. But I live in Kansas. It's like already dry from the humidity. I always find metallics so just pleasing. It's just like, oh, look at that glisten. Look at that shine. It's my seagull brain that gets activated. Just a lot of differing textures that I'm trying to figure out what to do with. Oh, there goes my brush. Bye, brush. I need a Wii strap. Here, fine. I'll use some Citadel. I like Citadel paints. I just don't like. I really just don't like pots that much. I've lost many a good paint to a tipped over pot. I'm supposed to make that hair black on the arms too. Going off our reference model for the picture, because we're play a lot of game called Heroescape, so I'm in a customs group now that is repurposing a lot of 3D printed figures as customs for the game, but I'm trying to keep it accurate on my end. Problem is, Heroescape was kind of made in like 2009 in like a factory by Hasbro, so it's it's at your D&D mini quality paint job, and it's sometimes hard to keep it that simple. Cool beans. Hello, Megasonic. It's been far too long. I hope you're doing well this evening or morning or whatever time it is. Yeah, the army painters they're good. I like what they excel in is their variety. I don't like mixing paints that much. I always add too much or too little. This takes me a lot longer than it should. So you just really got to shake them well. That's the invest in those metal ball things. The speed paints for army painter are really good. That's I would recommend those. If you prime your figure right, you can really knock out some figures fast. This hair was a little too thickly applied. Well, thanks for swinging by, Megasonic. Hope you had a good nap. Although at this late, it's really just going to bed. Alright, let's get... I'm like Denny's now. I'm like... I wasn't expecting anyone to show up, so it's gonna make my night. Like Denny's, it's 12 a.m. You gotta eat somewhere, so might as well go there. Like Jack in the Box. Like Jack in the Box gets more proportionally good the later in the night you go. Like Jack in the Box at 3 a.m. just hits so hard. Regardless of what substances you are on. It's just, I don't know. They put the secret sauce in after 2 a.m. There we go. feel like that hair there is different. Let me just double check that. No, they just made it all the same. Okay. At least highlight this belt. They didn't do that, but I just need a little bit of contrast here. Not highlight, rather fill in. Might be too bright. We'll figure it out. Let's really darken this up here. I was trying to go lighter with it, but I think we need to really emphasize this kind of black mane, this werewolf lady. It's getting there. Darken this belt just a bit. And the handles, because why not? It's America, I can do what I want. You can't stop me. I'm just going to make that black. I like it like that. Painting's all about realizing that you are just a mortal who makes mistakes and fixing those. Looking pretty good here. At least for the base layer. We'll buff it up. We'll bring it up a bit. Oh, what time is it? It's 12:26. I got like 10 minutes. I can. Let's see. Where's my? My laziness will pay up. Will surely bite me in the rear. It always does. do wish the teeth were more pronounced on this figure, but that's true. That is the important third step of painting. Don't forget the step where you transcend mortality, lay each brush stroke with perfection. Yeah, that's painting Nirvana right there. That's the ideal. Painting is like a process of like, I suck, I suck, I suck, I suck. Oh wait, I could sell this. Oh wait, I don't want to sell this because I like it so much. Oh, I suck, I suck, I suck. It's constant. I'll probably do the eyes afterwards. I'm always impatient with the eyes, and then I'm like, oh wait, why did I do that? You know what? I want to give her red in her handles of her swords, just to make him look a little bit more cooler. Give you something to look at in the hands, you know? Instead of just a shiny silvery blob. Oh hey! My wife just built my Lego Stegosaurus for me, and it looks pretty great. I was going to build it because I like building Legos, but it was it was all the same color. I just wasn't feeling it tonight. This is a lot of paint. Yeah, I have a lot of paint. It's kind of what I do. Are you referring to the quantity or the like the amount applied to this little figure? Using some Vallejo black red now. some much needed dimensionality. Both is good. ¿Por qué no los dos? Oh yeah, yeah. That's it's. I've had it for a long time. I don't think they even sell them anymore, or at least not as common as they once were. I like it. I do a lot of graphic design work, so it saves my wrist from having to go. Yeah, I've had this since 2000. See, I stole it from my friend when he visited me. I never gave it back. um, we left it at my house. I didn't like steal it from him. When did he visit me? 2007? 2008? This mouse. I've had this mouse for a while. Survived 4 moves. Cross country. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it. I just always had this mouse. I've been lucky my kids like to take it out and like try to choke on it, so thankfully that hasn't happened. I don't know what to do with this belt. I'm just gonna reset. Color would look good. Don't forget your ear nubs. You may think, oh, they're just ear nubs. I can just skip over them. Never forget your little ear nubs. Thanks for lurking, Silverblade. Wish I knew more people would should have shown up tonight. I would have combed my hair. I'm probably the streamer who probably is most shocked by people who want to actually watch the stream. I'm like, oh, well, welcome. You know, there's other things you can do, right? Like, you don't have to be here. But I do like having people in the chat. Less wise I start rambling about something. It doesn't even make sense. I don't know, I'm just really trying hard to mess up here. That's what I'm trying to do. Tried the color in the middle. I just didn't like the look of it. Couldn't think of a good complementary color. Probably just do the gray, like the rest of the cloth. It's not very interesting, but it is getting there. Where's my... color do I want to build this right up to? My brain might not be moving as fast as as I would like it to. That's a good sign. That means I'm getting sleepy. we're just gonna keep this theme going. Yeah, I had a very long day of work today. It was one of those days where like, I think I'm going to quit. I don't think I could work here anymore. Which is a good spot to be, I think. You at least realize, oh wait, I can move on. Of course, then there's like the actually doing something about it. That's the hard part. Alright, let's roll in a bit. Oh, we got the, oh, where's my camera? We got the base layer done. I'm gonna wait for this to dry. Oh, let me add its tongue. I can do the tongue. Its mouth area. That'll probably help the look of it. I have a box of skeletons that I just break out when I'm kind of rusty. And it's usually my warm-up. Because skeletons are pretty... Well, they're like cheap and they're easy to paint. And they really get me back to the flow of just layering and figuring it out. I just haven't had the details. Once I have the details, the shading, it'll really look good, I think. Right now, I'm at that point of the process where I'm just like, it's okay. It's getting there. I don't want to worry about the focus. But yeah. Yeah, just a little bit more amount of the mouth. I don't know. It looks okay. I need... I don't know. Shading will help. The shading will give it that definition I'm looking for. Who would have thought that such a small thing can cause so much trouble? Let's see, do I have anything else nearby I can start working on? I got this little guy. I'm gonna look like a red squirrel. That's what I'm going for. So I need honestly that tan I did. So let's do a brown base, like a lighter brown base, and then do it like a reddish orange dry brush. Would look really good. I'm a messy painter. That's I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. You can't help. You can't change me. That's just what I am. It's in my blood. This is also 3D printed. Can I just do a little quick layer while I wait for that to dry? I always try to, if I actually like giving two farts, I try to have a bunch of things that are the same color group in my box of shame, so I at least put those layers on. But this is just a guy that happened to be here, so. How fortuitous. I really need to get my my paint holder. This guy's a bit too small. I'm getting paint everywhere. Yeah, I usually have like a theme going and jokes written. And I was just like, I'm just gonna turn on the camera and not worry about it. Just do it, as old man Nike said. I guess there's like a furry theme going on tonight. This wasn't intentional. But boy, if you want anthropomorphic animals, then tonight's your night. Got like a little squirrel ghost hunter and a werewolf lady. It's all coming together. Let's add our magic in a bottle. I'm using Pro Krill Black Wash, which I like a great deal. I just like Pro Krill, kind of in general. They're top notch, for sure. Let's see, do I got a good wash brush nearby? That's fine, I need to stretch my back anyways. Oh. Crack her around the world. We do need to thin their wash down a great deal though. It's pretty thick. It's really great if you want that strong contrast, but probably should have gone like a a tan color. Hindsight, dark brown. Oh well. I've only been doing this for several years. It's coming out good. Go through, get all that puddling. Less to become a problem in the future. And there we go. That's a good place to stop. I'll go through. What I'll do is bring back up these browns with a slightly lighter shade. Add some, probably some dry brush into this black hair to just give it a little bit of, it's not a black blob. And just pick out some details. Especially the red. That cloak is calling to me. But at least it's D&D mini quality at this point. You zoom in. Where I'm at, and a nice little hour stream tonight. I think I'm ready for bed. My mind has been relaxed. And that's why you paint. If you enjoy it, it makes you happy. Well, everyone that tuned in, I hope you have a great rest of your night. Remember, I am the Rogue Idealist, encouraging you to think differently and paint if you aren't. Take care.